Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. So today is Monday. It is the 28th of April, and it is Vaishakha Masa or Madhusudana Masa, Sukla Paksham, and the Pajyami Tithi or Pratipat. It is the first day of the Sukla Paksha, but there are no Vaishnava events in the calendar. So we shall quickly move into our daily Srimad Bhagavatam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, Sukadeva Goswami describing to Parikshit Maharaj about the conversations between Vidura and Uddhava. So after Vidura inquired about Krishna, so Uddhava remembering Krishna, so for a moment he was bit silent. So yesterday we have seen Sakatam Sevayatasya Kalena Jarasam Gataha. Uddhava became very old. And in due course of time, since his childhood, he has been engaging in the devotional service to Krishna according to his own positions. And as soon as Vidura inquired, Prushtovatam Pratibhoyad, and immediately, as soon as Vidura inquired about Krishna, Uddhava could not respond immediately. Bhattu Padu Anusmaran, in order to respond again, for a moment he took a little bit of break, and then in order to respond immediately, he is remembering the lotus feet of Krishna. Bhattu Padu Anusmaran, remembering the lotus feet of Krishna. And later on, Sukadeva Goswami, today he is saying that he has been bit silent, dead silent for a muhurta time. Muhurta is or a moment of time. And remembering the Krishna's lotus feet, which is the nectarian remembering. So that is just exactly described as the remembrance of the nectar of remembrance, likewise. And because of the so much of devotional service he has performed throughout his life, and he was absorbed in kind of a samadhi like that. So likewise, Sukadeva Goswami is saying about the feelings of Uddhava here. We are in the Srimad Bhagavatam, third canto, second chapter, verse number 4. Samuhurtam abhuttosnim Krishnangris Sudaya Brusham Tivrena Bhakti Yogena Nimagnaha Sadhu Nirvritaham. So Samuhurtam abhuttosnim. So Uddhava is the Samuhurtam, for a moment of time. Abhuttosnim, he was a bit silent. He became dead silent. Abhuttosnim. And because Krishnangri Sudaya Brusham, he is trying to remember the lotus feet of Krishna. Padu Anusmaran. So Krishnangri Sudaya Brusham. Sudaya is the by the nectar of remembrance of the lotus feet of the Lord. Brusham, he is well matured in his devotional service. By what? Tivrena Bhakti Yogena, by very strong devotional service. This is the very strong devotional service. How it is very strong? Because when he has performed Bala Leelaya since his childhood, because when the Bhagavata Dharma is followed since his childhood, it becomes very strong in the older ages. That's why children are to be trained. That again Prahlad Maharaj mentions in his instructions. And then Tivrena Bhakti Yogena, what happens as soon as he remembers the Krishna's lotus feet? Nimagnaha Sadhu Nirvritaha. Nimagnaha. So he was absorbed in Sadhu Nirvritaha. Good, fully in love. Nirvritaha. There is no more material entanglement. Nirvritaha. So fully in love. Likewise, Sukadeva Goswami saying, स मुहूर्तम् अभूत्तूष्णीं कृष्णाङ्ग्रि सुदयाभृशं तीव्रेण भक्तियोगेन निमग्नः साधु निर्वृतः. So translation for this verse. Um, for a moment, Uddhava remained dead silent, and his body did not move. He became absorbed in the nectar of remembering the Lord's lotus feet in devotional ecstasy, and he appeared to be going increasingly deeper into that ecstasy. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So can I request Gaurangi Mataji to read the purport, please?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Yeah. On the inquiry by Vidura about Krishna, Uddhava appeared to be awakened from slumber. He appeared to regret that he had forgotten the lotus feet of the Lord. Thus he again remembered the lotus feet of the Lord and remembered all his transcendental loving service unto him, and by so doing he felt the same ecstasy that he used to feel in the uh, presence of the Lord. Because the Lord is absolute, there is no difference between his remembrance and his personal presence. Thus, Uddhava remained completely silent for a moment, but then he appeared to be going deeper and deeper into uh, is ecstasy. Feeling of ecstasy are displayed by highly advanced devotees of the Lord. There are eight kinds of transcendental change in the body, tears, shivering of the body, uh, uh, perspiration, restlessness, choking of the throat, etc. And all were manifest by Uddhava in the presence of Vidura. Hare Krishna Prabhu. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Thank you, Mataji. So here, Prabhupada is describing about the mood and ecstatic symptoms of Uddhava here. So here, in our day-to-day life, we have performed devotional service, and for a moment, we absorb in the materialistic activities. Later on, again, when we try to hear some kind of very deep, loving moments, and then immediately the tears falls from our eyes, uh, like different those symptoms. We cry by remembering the Lord and His mercy, how He is inclined towards His devotees. That one we would see it, because if we are not seeing every day, and then after very long time if we see it, and especially when we are crushed by the materialistic pangs between the family relations and responsibility outside materialistic duties, and then when we come to this point, and then immediately we cry here, because we have been through so many painful things. But here Krishna's mercy, we are all getting relieved from all such kind of pangs, materialistic pangs, and coming to the ecstatic moments of devotional service just by remembering the Lord. Here, Vidura, after Vidura's inquiry, Uddhava appeared to be awakened from the slumber. Awakened from the slumber. So here Uddhava was instructed by the Krishna that, "O Uddhava, now I am departing to my abode. Now you go back to the Badrikashrama." So that is the instruction by Krishna to Uddhava. So after Krishna's departure, he was moving, and then he was on the banks of the Yamuna river, where Vidura has met Uddhava. Later on, he goes back to Badrikashrama. So here, and then he appeared to regret that he had forgotten the lotus feet of the Lord. This is also we see, like, because of some other way, many other things, it may not be possible to continuously execute the devotional service in a standard way. But it, because we might be traveling or we may be in the different places, likewise. But here Uddhava was in the journey towards the Badrikashrama. So for the moment he was at the banks of the Yamuna river, and he appeared to regret. And as soon as Vidura inquired all his feelings of the love, he is again it is exhibiting. Okay, thus again he again remembered the lotus feet of the Lord and remembered all his transcendental loving service unto him. And by so doing, he felt the same ecstasy that he used to feel in the presence of the Lord. In the presence of the Lord. So this is what the because the Lord is absolute. There is no difference between his remembrance and his personal presence. So those symptoms, this is the same ecstasy. As soon as we see our beloved ones, like the parents, mother and father, or sisters, or brothers, immediately we hug them after a very long time. So here, Vidura, he is appeared like that. And here, his ecstasy is just same as, uh, like, as Krishna is present, though Krishna is not in front of him. So that is the absoluteness. So thus Uddhava remained completely silent for a moment. But when he appeared to be going deeper and deeper into ecstasy, so here, as soon as he is remembering, he is going all what he has been doing in the since his child, all the relationships, trying to remember all those things. So that is deeper and deeper into ecstasy. And then he could not even speak. So these feelings of ecstasy are displayed by highly advanced devotees of the Lord. And also it is especially based on time, place, and circumstances. He would not display all these things among the materialistic people, but only the confidential devotees, or the like the Vidura, the Maitreya. So they would show those symptoms in the presence of another advanced devotees. And there are 8 kinds of transcendental changes in the body. So here, tears, shivering of the body, perspiration, restlessness, throbbing, choking of the throat, etc. So here, there are many kinds of different ecstatic feelings. So the Rupa Goswami described in the Nectar of Devotion. So for each feelings, he categorized a few categories, like the tears and shivering of the body and perspiration, like one chapter. And another chapter is restlessness, throbbing, choking, like the another chapter. And another chapter is drooling and then going silent, inertness, likewise. Like Rupa Goswami gives each and every symptom of this ecstaticness, and giving the examples from Srimad Bhagavatam and different Puranas about different scenarios, and then showing and explaining those ecstatic feelings. Here, the tears, shivering of the body, perspiration, restlessness, throbbing. These are the some of the examples of the uh, ecstasy. So this one, just if you just wanted to show this one as well, so that you, when you get a chance, you will um, see this one, Nectar of Devotion. Here, in the Nectar of Devotion, here we see the spontaneous devotional service, and here ecstatic love. If you see the ecstatic, the word, and the characters of one in ecstatic love, devotional service in pure love of Godhead, transcendental mellow, and then further he gives stimulation for ecstatic love and symptoms of ecstatic love, existential ecstatic love, expressions of love for Krishna, further features of ecstatic love for Krishna. See, additional symptoms of continuous ecstasy. See, this is the ecstatic. See, if you see the word, if you observe ecstatic, every chapter is containing ecstatic. So here, for example, stimulations for the ecstatic love. Here, Rupa Goswami describes uh, Krishna's transcendent qualities, his uncommon activities, and his smile, those things, they are the triggers for us. our ecstatic. All this is the Vilasahas Ichita Vamasuptehi Pratatmana Prata Pranamsha Bhaktihi Anichitomi Gatim Anvayam Prayungte. A devotee, as soon as he sees the Krishna's qualities, his uncommon activities, his smile and everything, he'll be exhibiting different kinds of ecstatic symptoms. So these are the stimulations. Uh, Krishna has buffalo horn, attraction for Krishna's leg bells and Krishna's footprints. These are the triggering points for ecstatic love because we absorb in the beauty of Krishna. So this is called Nimagnaha. This is Nimagnaha. If we see this word is used here, uh, Nimagnaha sadhu nirutaha. Is absorbed in that form of beauty of Krishna. Then um, this is the what are the triggers, stimulations for ecstatic love. If we see the symptoms of ecstatic love for one of it, one is the dancing. So Rupa Goswami gives like rasa dance, what kind of thing has happened and in what scenario this dance has happened. While watching rasa dance performed by Lord Krishna and gopis, Lord Shiva beheld the beautiful face of Krishna and immediately began to dance and beat upon his small dindima drum. While Lord Shiva was dancing in ecstasy, his eldest son Ganesha joined him. See, that is the triggering ecstatic symptoms. And another one is rolling on the ground and singing loudly. So this one rolling on the ground, when I went to Vrindavan, everyone or there is a Ramanareti where Radha Raman is there, and when Krishna and Balram younger, they were playing. All the people, all the devotees, they were rolling on the ground and thinking that, oh, here is the Krishna and Balram they have played here in that sand. So that was so beautiful. Even I got a chance to roll on the ground and in my Vrindavan visit. So nice. This is rolling on the one of the symptoms of ecstasy. Uh, and then singing loudly and stretching the body, crying loudly, yawning, breathing heavily, neglecting the presence of others, and drooling. He said Narada Muni said he once Narada Muni, um, whenever he is singing or remained stunned for a while, and saliva oozed from his mouth. This is drooling. This is one of the ecstatic symptoms of that devotees exhibit, laughing like a madman, and wheeling off the head, and belching. Look at how many beautiful symptoms, ecstatic symptoms, are being described by Rupa Goswami and become stunned. So here, uh, Tushnim Bhabuva. This is the Tushnim Bhabuvaha. So here, Abhut Tushnim, Abhut Tushnim. That is being stunned for a moment, for a muhurta time. And here and then further, this is a description again giving about that particular ecstatic perspiring. And here again, Radharani's pastimes, how Radharani is getting perspiration as soon as she sees Krishna. And then standing off the hairs on the body, another quality, another ecstatic symptom. And then faltering of the voice. As soon as we remember the Krishna's pastimes or devotees, so this voice goes falter. And then trembling and changing of the bodily color. This is again very rare. So we see there is one kind of iguana which changes the colors according to the circumstances. Iguana. So if it is on the tree, it will turn into the greenish. If it is on the rock, it will turn into grayish. If it is on some other color, it will turn into that color. It is very rare. So iguana's color. Likewise, devotees also change the colors. Here, when Krishna and Balrama were present in the arena of Kamsa, Kamsa's body changed color. And also similarly, Indra's face changed color when he saw that Krishna was protecting. Some people, as soon as he remembers those, their face goes reddish, very beautifully goes like a pinkish. So many things like that. We see it in our devotees as well when they are laughing. Okay, so these are the changing of bodily color. And then tears, remembering Krishna's pastimes, how he was like Rukmini's pastime, and then there are further uh, what is that, Bhima. when Bhima's pastimes. See here, an example of shedding tears because of anger was exhibited by Bhima when he saw that Sisipala was insulting Krishna in the Rajasuya arena of sacrifice. Bhima wanted to kill Sisipala immediately, but because Krishna did not order him to do so, he became morose with anger. So when tears coming, when the hot tears and cold tears are symptoms of the loving affections. Hot tears because of this anger. So this is in two different kinds of tears also. This one is described here. Hot tears covering his eyes as a thin cloud sometimes covers the evening moon. Okay, so likewise, further devastation and then degrees of ecstatic symptoms. These are different kinds of the ecstatic feelings. There are further, we are not going in deeper. So this is explained in different chapters as well. Further chapters, expressions of love for Krishna is the disappointment. Oh Krishna, you're always doing like this. So it is with Krishna's pastimes by gopis. And then Lalita and Vishaka, they exhibit their love in such a way, disappointed way. Lamentations. So mostly we see in the gopis because of the separation and humility, kind of Kurura. And there are many other things like Uttara here mentioned here. Uh, this is all guilt and then fatigue, intoxication. See how many qualities are being described by Rupa Goswami. These are all been connecting to the Krishna's devotional service and the mood. They are exhibited in the body of the devotees. Okay, so this is how Prabhupada is explaining. These are all were manifested by Uddhava in the presence of Vidura. There are tears shivering out the body, perspiration, restlessness, throbbing, and choking, etc. Okay, likewise, here he is saying, Samuhurtam abhutosnim Krishnangri Sudaya Brusham Tivrena Bhakti Yogena Nimagnaha Sadhu Nivruttaha. So generally we see the disciples of Prabhupada, they became very older nowadays. And as soon as they remember the pastimes of Prabhupada, immediately they cry and we see the tears in their eyes. Remember just by hearing. This is called by what? Tivrena Bhakti Yogena Nimagnaha Sadhu Nivruttaha. That is the ecstatic symptoms. They would show only in the presence of devotees, not by any others. But luckily, we get a glimpse of their videos. The devotees capture those moments, and then we see. As soon as we see it, we also absorb in that moment, in that mood. It is not at the time the tears coming. It is the cold tears because of the love. Okay, so that is nimagnaha sadhu nirvitaha, completely absorbed in the Krishna's pastimes. And here Uddhava is absorbed in the remembering of Krishna's lotus feet. Krishnangri Sudaya Brusham, that is the nectarian remembrance. Okay, that is from Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. So we shall quickly move into our Srila Prabhupada's daily letter. So today letter to Jayapataka, July 26th, 1970, Los Angeles. Can I request any unallocated devotee? It's a small letter only to read this letter.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Can I read?
Yes, Mataji. Yes, please.
My dear Jai Pataka, please accept my blessing. I beg to acknowledge receipt of your letter date 20th July 1970 and noted the contents, but it is the old story. Anyway, I am hoping against hope that very soon we shall have a place either at Kolkata or at Mayapur. Kindly keep me informed of your activities at least twice in a week. Otherwise, I became very much anxious and due to my blood pressure, sometimes do not eat, do not sleep. I am just trying to organize the worldwide movement, not for any personal ambition, but to execute the superior orders. And by the grace of Krishna, we are getting good encouragement. So I request my student to cooperate fully. As soon as I hear from you that we have got some place, immediately I shall go to India for a change with two sannyasi. Recently, I have given sannyas order to life to 6 brahmacharis. They have been sent in different parts of the country for the preaching work, and two of them might do with me to join you. So immediately we require a place of our own. I'm very glad that Achut Achutyananda mm, going nice preaching work. Offer my blessing to him, and I wish to hear from him also along with your next letter. Hope this will meet you in a good health. Your ever well sir, ऐसी भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी प्रभुपाद की जय.
Jai. Thank you, Mataji. Any takeaway points, Mataji, from this letter?
Prabhuji. Here Prabhupada is like Prabhupada said that if we did not get any inform at least twice in a week, you will like feel very much anxious, and mm, that harms to his health also. Like he did not sleep, he did not eat, he's so worried to why he why Jai Pataka Maharaj. I think the now the Jai Pataka Maharaj, yes Prabhuji, or
Yes.
another Prabhuji.
Same Jai Patak Maharaj, yes.
Yeah. If he like give him a inform, then Prabhupada is so worried. And then Prabhupada is like he's doing for everyone, every living entity, not just for his personal ambition, not just he want to become a famous or his like ambition. He just want to give the blessing of Krishna to everyone and encourage to everyone. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji, for adding those points. And okay, any other comments, dear devotees, you wanted to add to this letter? We got disciples of Jai Patak Maharaj. Any comments from devotees? Okay. So yes, again, this is the symptoms of the feelings, as we have seen in the different Rupa Goswami saying ecstatic love. It exhibits in some different ways. Here, Prabhupada is a bit anxious to hear from Jai Patak Maharaj. Now, if Jai Patak Maharaj sees this letter, he would cry again. See, my spiritual master Srila Prabhupada was asking, and he was a bit anxious, and I was trying to give some information to Prabhupada, but I did not do so. But Prabhupada wanted to hear twice a week. So he would go in this moment. If he reads this one, if someone reads this letter in front of Jai Patak Maharaj, he will go in a different feelings. So here Prabhupada wanted to hear about he is very anxious, and due to my blood pressure, sometimes do not eat, do not sleep. He is also there are bodily discomforts, but still he wanted to hear from the devotees how the Mayapur project is going on. Okay, and also this worldwide movement, not for personal ambition, but only to execute the orders of the spiritual master, orders of the Krishna, orders of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, like that. So again, Prabhupada is expecting everyone to cooperate fully for this Hare Krishna movement. And also the 6 sannyasis. So in getting initiation as a sannyasi, it's not easy thing, but one has to give up all kinds of attachments. Again, there are different levels of sannyasa, like the Kutichika, Bahudaka, Parivrajaka, Paramahamsa, like in the 4 stages. So they will be trained properly. So here 6 sannyasis have been initiated, and 2 sannyasis. If Prabhupada is about to go to Mayapur, and then he is going to take 2 more sannyasis. And also at the same time, Prabhupada wanted to hear from Achyutananda as well. He is also working there in the Mayapur. Okay, so that is for that project, big project, and for the preaching work as well. Okay, these are few takeaway points from this Prabhupada's letter to Jai Patak Maharaj. Okay, so this is my takeaway as well. Just reflecting few moments about the spiritual master and his anxiousness. Okay, any other comment?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Yeah, this His Holiness Jayapatak Maharaj, as you all know, he is not, bodily discomfort. He's having lots of impairments, but still he wants to come out worldwide. He wants to go. He wants to preach. Now he wants to come to UK, and he's having dialysis 3 times in a week. So still, I don't know. He has infection on and off. He is hospitalized many times. Even I heard we get update every time. So um, when in the hospital, he will even encourage nurses, doctors, all the paramedicals, everybody, whoever he sees, he will tell them to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and he will make sure that everybody will chant before he discharged from the hospital. They will just chant. So that's what the preaching mood and his dedication, and all of his disciples are really great. But we can see, in spite of having all this discomfort, so he's still carrying on, and he's the living example, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. And yesterday, Hemlata Mataji was discussing with me that he wants to come here, and they are trying to look for dialysis in UK where we can, engage him in dialysis. So yeah, thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hari Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji, for adding those points about Jayapatak Maharaj. Okay, so this is the mood of the devotees. Wherever Diviva Bhuva Mamastu Vaso Narakeva Narakantaka Prakamam Avadhiri Saradhara Vindhau Charanau Te Marane Api Chintayami. Always remembering the Lord. It does not matter it is the comfortable or uncomfortable heaven or hell. This is a devotee's mood. Thank you so much, Mataji. Okay, that is from Srila Prabhupada's letter. And from the announcements point of view, so I thank Meena Mataji for hosting yesterday's Sangha. It was so blissful to see all the devotees there, and with nice bhajans and Arati Abhisheka and everything. And the feast was very nice, and all devotees, they have cooperated to make that program success. And some of the devotees, new devotees have come. I could not recognize or I couldn't get a chance to speak to them personally. Did Hangma Mataji come yesterday? Just asking.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. No, Prabhuji, I was working yesterday, so I couldn't come.
Okay. Yeah.
Prabhuji.
Okay. Thank you, Mataji. Okay, so apart from that, today evening, we have got again teachings of Lord Chaitanya at 8 p.m. Okay, that is our upcoming session. And I request dear devotees, if you wanted to share anything or any updates, kindly share. Okay, so if there are no further updates, and also I have visited Vrindavana when I went to India. So for a 3 days visit, I have seen couple of things. Maybe I may share later on Saturdays when we don't have any busiest period. Okay, so that is from the updates perspective. If you're all happy, then we shall conclude and continue with further japa.
Thank you, Meena Mataji, for yesterday. It was so amazing. Very blissful. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you for everybody coming and make my day. Thank you.
Minamati, thank you. That
Thank
program
you.
organized, and we really enjoy your push-up and your hospitality, Mataji. Hari Bol. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Thank you for you. Everybody came and giving nice association and all this.
So we missed Hangma Mataji, Saranya Mataji, Sridharan Govindas Prabhuji, and Supriya Gopi Mataji. From the apart from that, everyone was here. Yeah, we'll see in upcoming or future sessions. Can we request all unmute wherever it is possible and to three loud Hari Bol to me, Mataji, please.
Hari
Hari
Bol.
Bol.
Hari
Hari Bol.
Bol.
Hari
Bol.
Bol. Hari Bol.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mataji, and thank you everyone. Okay, so if you are all happy, we shall conclude and continue with further japa. वंशकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंतकोटि वैष्णव की जय। शिल प्रभुपाद की जय।